Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, daily chart, and then we'll hop over to the hourly. This all started a couple of days ago when the bears allowed 54 to get held, and then we battled while the bands were tightening up. You had the daily mid-band here, you had the 9-day. We end up with the news. The Fed news yesterday, they raised rates. We kind of absorbed that a little bit. We turned 2380, 2381 into support, and then we traded as high as 88.75 last night. So the last time I talked to you was on the Daily Wrap Up, and I mentioned that 2380 was going to be key. It came down. It was support there for, a solid hour. I mean, if you wanted into that one, it gave you all the time in the world to do it, and it ended up a really nice little overnight trade for us. We've made our day goals, and the day hasn't even started, so that's always a good feeling. Now, as far as what each side needs to do, the bulls need to continue to push towards this continuation high up at 2401. I'll be interested to see if they can do that between now and when the December contract closes out, because back in 2016 and even a little bit in 2015, we would continue to see after the roll, we would see these moves higher where that older contract was getting, retired at the contract high. If that's going to happen, then there's a little more upside left in this market. What happens after that, I don't know. Now, we're pulling back a little bit this morning. Let's look at the hourly chart. So we're getting a little pushback from the bears. But here's the deal. Here's 80, okay? 80 to 81. This was the area that was established yesterday as support. So this is all very special, but unless they can start to convert the hourly midband, because you can see what happened here. Weekly pivot support, hourly midband test, off we go. If hourly midband holds, and that's basically, the 82 area, 82.75, if that continues to hold today, there's going to be more of a grind higher. So I just made some notes here. Anatomy of a bear fail. How does it happen? Number one, make a double bottom. 1, 2. Talked about this the other day. Lose the weekly pivot. Lose it, support, and go. Lose the 9-day. Tried to hold up there. Here, goodbye. And establish a higher low after the FOMC. And there you go there. So, actually that's right there. We've seen the bears do this time and again. And it gets to the point where you just need to expect it. You may not think that the market should be going up. You may not want the market to go up, but it doesn't really matter what we think. It doesn't matter what we want, and it certainly doesn't matter how we feel. I tried a short yesterday right out of the box. 67.5. Once we got down in the weekly pivot and couldn't get through, that instantly got turned onto its head into a 67 long, then a 67.5 long, and then a 68 long that stuck for that walk up into the announcement. Then after the announcement, we tried a couple of shorts. They couldn't get through 80. Scratched it. Actually took a one-handle loss. We flipped it. Got long 81 quarter for a really nice trade up into the close. Then we got long 80 a couple of times for a nice overnight trade. The reason I lay that out for you is it's okay to try the short side, but in this environment, if it's not working, you need to dump it and you need to get in tune with the tape, which yesterday was long. Will it be that way today? I don't know. The hourly midband and 2380 are going to help answer that question for us, though, pretty quick. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Respect risk. Understand that if 80 starts to turn, if the hourly midband starts to turn, there's potential for a short trade. There's a potential to go back down and retest the 9-day, potentially test this daily pivot down here in the 76 area. That could absolutely happen. And that, whether it happens or not, is entirely up to the bears. But make no mistake, the dip buyers are here, they're waiting, and they will show up today. The question is, after they show up, what can the bears do? Lower highs and lower lows, or are they going to lay down? All right. Everybody have a good morning. I will see everybody for the midday update. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade 'em well.